accountable for what comes out. I'm known for running my mouth. I wanna be accountable for what comes out.
And we're back with another Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes video, and I'm very excited because there is the Lord of Hunger event, and we get the opportunity of getting some shards and get to play with the Sith Trooper, Sith Assassin, and Darth Nihilus. And let's go over to SWGoH so that we can take a look at some of the stats on these guys. They look very interesting. Let's just skip to the good stuff. Darth Nihilus leadership ability. My goodness. I'm just going to read that first. Sith allies gain 60% offense and 150% health steal. But check this out. Sith allies lose all protection and gain that much max health. Sith allies are immune to healing effects that aren't health steal and can't store critical hits. My goodness, boy, you would mod things differently. You don't have to worry about critical chance and critical damage. You got to use health mods. I don't know if people are going to want to do that. People are really set on their mods, but this idea is absolutely fascinating. But I know I've been farming critical chance and critical damage mods, but with this particular build, with Nihilus as lead, you can use other mods. Very cool. Let's just go over the rest of his abilities, and then we'll look at his two other Sith counterparts, the Sith Trooper and the Sith Assassin. Deal special damage to target enemy and dispel all buffs on them. Cool. If any buffs were dispelled, reduce the cooldown of the Drain Force by 1. Now, so this right here is going to reduce the cooldown of the second one. Deal special damage to all enemies with a 50% chance doubled against debuff enemies to increase their cooldowns by 1. For each cooldown increased, reduce the cooldown of Annihilate by 1. My goodness. So that's going to make this one better. And then check this out. Instantly defeat target enemy. Nihilus gains max health equal to the target's max health. The defeated target can't be revived. Boy, this ability can't be evaded and starts on cooldown. So it has like an 8-turn cooldown. That's kind of like the ships that have their like special ability that's on cooldown. And then his unique, at the start of each of his turns, Nihilus inflicts damage over time for 2 turns on a random enemy that doesn't have any debuffs. If all enemies are debuffs, inflict damage over time on a random enemy at the start of each turn. Nihilus inflicts heal down on them for 2 turns. Now, these next two guys seem very interesting because they ignore protection and they just go right for health. And I think that's very interesting with Savage, because Savage, if they have below 50% health, he can do massive damage, like 99,000 damage. Very interesting, because I did Zeta Savage in a video, and I was kind of iffy about how good that was or not, but this might make it really work well, having Nihilus, Sith Trooper, Sith Assassin, and then Savage, or maybe somebody else. Disruptor Blast, deal physical damage to target enemy with 70% chance to inflict defense down for 3 turns. If the target was already debuffed, ignore their protection. Then Crimson Barrage, deal physical damage to all enemies with 70% chance to inflict offense down for 2 turns. Then gain protection up equal to 5% for each debuffed enemy for 2 turns. This attack ignores protection. So I wonder how that works. He just gains protection, but if Nihilus is lead, then they're going to have lots of health and no protection. We'll see how that mechanic plays out. Hopefully I'm going to get a build where I can play these guys. And then his unique ability is Sith Trooper has 100% defense. When a Sith ally uses a special ability that falls below 50% health, Sith Trooper gains defense up, and he actually starts up the encounter with defense up. If he already has defense up, he gains taunt. If he already had a taunt, he gains retribution for 2 turns. So he could be taunting and having retribution pretty much always. Anytime another Sith is using a special ability, these mechanics are going to start triggering. Very cool. Now let's take a look at the Sith Assassin, a little bit more of a support hero. Deal physical damage to her target enemy, inflict evasion down for 2 turns, and gain offense up for 2 turns. If the target was already debuffed, gain stealth for 2 turns. If Stealth Assassin already had stealth, here we go again, ignore target protection. So that's going to work well with the Sith Trooper and maybe even Savage. Very interesting. Dark Shroud, dispel all debuffs from Sith Assassin and gain stealth and foresight for 2 turns. Very cool. She had stealth already, gain speed up and tenacity up for 2 turns, and then Sith allies gain 12% turn meter for each buff on her. Woo! Boy, she's going to speed everybody up. Electrocute, deal physical damage to target enemy, inflict stun for 1 turn. Is Stealth Assassin, already had stealth. Dispel a buff from Sith Assassin. Deal 5% more damage for each effect dispelled in each living Sith ally and ignore the target's protection. Wow. Gonna be very interesting. I can't wait to play these guys. Hopefully I can get some gameplay for you here in the next week. We will see. This is one of those things where maybe it'll happen, maybe it won't. When it happens and the video is up, I'll believe it. Okay, let's go into this event right here and play it. And I'm sure this is going to be pretty easy at the beginning. We get to take in a very low Sith Trooper in here. And my best team is still Rebels, so let me build a quick Rebel team right here. All right, we got mostly Rebels. That's actually very similar to the team that I use in Galactic War all the time. All right, let's go into battle and see how this goes. Pretty sure I'm going to be able to auto-play the first couple levels, but we're going to just take a look at the Sith. Oh, it cues us right there. It says, Sith Trooper's basic attack, Disruptor Blast, has a chance to inflict defense down. Okay, very cool. And then this one right here, looks like they're making you use it. All right. Well, let's just blast through this here with these guys. And when we get to the Sith Trooper part, we'll go back and look at that. Whoa, blew through that. Other thing is they posted on the forums that they're indefinitely discontinuing squad tournaments. And there was a very long post about why they're doing that. And I didn't like the squad tournaments, and I guess nobody else did, and people weren't participating in that, so they decided to discontinue them. And that seems okay with me. I didn't particularly care for them, but they said in the post that turnout was very bad. All right, so we're going to do a level 50. That looks like a 5-star. We're going to use the same team. I don't think this is going to be hard. But yeah, squad tournaments are gone and not coming back. Okay. Crimson Barrage is a powerful AoE that bypasses enemy protection. Let's see how that does. Oh, okay. You can see that it just kind of went for their health directly. Oh, wow. Rebels is still very good. I was able to make a pretty good Sith team on the pre-release build that I've been playing on. And mostly that had to do with Darth Maul's dodge ability, and it looks like the key to make that team work well was actually Kenobi. So I'll probably make a video about that. Also looking into Zeta-ing Dooku. So I should have a video about that as well. I got a bunch of stuff working on right now. We're going to get through this event. All right. So far, not too difficult. We still are getting huge amounts of crit damage with these Rebels. They've been dominant for a long time, but I'm going to tell you, all this Sith and Empire stuff that's coming out, they definitely could go by the wayside. Okay, round 3, I'm not expecting to be too hard. We're going to take a level 77 star in with us. Right now, he's being overshadowed by basically all of these. He's got his pass ability, so they're just kind of showing us how it works. I'm not really using any synergy. On my main account, I don't really have a lot of strong Siths. Seems like I mostly have Rebels. All right, so this is going pretty well. Not too tricky. We're just getting massive AoE and just taking care of all these guys like it's nothing. I don't even think they get to hit back. All right, final round, and then we get to go into the super duper hard round. All right, let's get a stun on the main guy. Very good. And let's see, how much? I probably wasted that there. That was a little bit overkill. Echo's gone. Rex is gone. Clone Sergeant's still there. And Cody is stunned, so this is not going to take too much work right here. I should just be able to chip away at him while he's stunned. Oh, right there. There's the triple attack. All right. Boy, look at that. 34,000 damage. That's not so bad. On one of those hits there on that triple attack. Pretty much melts anything, except for maybe like a short trooper and bays. Okay, last round. Here we go. Looks like this level 82 7-star. And this is probably going to be a little bit more challenging, although right here we only got level 79. All right, let's take care of this clone private. Boom! Uh-oh. They got to hit back. Okay, look at there. There's a taunt and with protection right there. So he's going to soak up damage. I can take out 2 people right there. Okay. All right, round 1's due. More clones. Oh, dodge. Boy, if Maul becomes dominant, that dodge mechanic is going to be back in full swing. Kind of back, like back in the day when Dooku and Old Ben did a lot of dodges. It just seems like Maul leadership with Sith is just like all about like dodge and dodge and dodge. It just seems to happen so often. It's kind of crazy, actually. And then you got stealth in there, too. Ooh, okay. Round 2 probably get wrapped up here pretty soon. Let's see. All right, well, they're not hitting too hard, so not so bad. All right, let's get a stun on that guy there. All right, we're going to go for the final round. So far, not so bad. I think this is going to go down pretty easily here. And we got a bunch of clones. All right, who do I want to hit triple attack? Well, let's take out Rex. Rex is gone. Hit the whole team. Let's hit the whole team again. Oh, boy. Let's see. Who's got the highest turn meter? That guy right there. Turn meter is the blue bar. And let's take out Echo in the back. Oh, I didn't get a stun. Kind of wanted a stun there. Oh, and it's done. All right. Well, there is the Nihilus event, the Marquee event, the first part to get the Sith Trooper. Very cool. Of course, they're just going to give us a teaser amount of shards. Let's see how much we can activate him for. And it looks like we get him at 3 stars. Very cool. All right, let me know what you guys think about all this stuff. I'm pretty excited. This new mechanic just blows my mind. And as always, guys, thanks for watching and keep on gaming.